All right, getting ready for tip. Natasha Harris, Ryan Durham, and Deonta Williams are the referees today. Shasha Washington goes toe-to-toe with Anavia Shields. Washington wins the tip. She's back on the floor after missing all of last season. And the Dores start with it here tonight. Right away, Mikayla Blakes' step back is true. And there's the first two of the game for the sophomore.
And again, right, play fast early here. Blakes takes it, calls her own number, knocks down the easy jumper.
Charlton with 8 to go. Gets the pick. Branton's got to go. Working on Galvin. Branton with the right, kisses it off the window. We're tied up at 2.
Branton was one of my players watching one of the people I wanted to keep an eye on because she is someone that will fall under the radar, but she's a very good attacking guard.
Justine Pashot, she can shoot it from anywhere. An absolute sniper.
To Austin Peay.
The senior out of Toms River, New Jersey, with 13.6 assists. She was 3 of 7 from 3 in the win over Furman. Austin Peay answers, and that is Maya Williams. And guess what? The bank is open inside the bank.
When you're inside F&M.
The transfer from Georgia State. There is Mwenentanda, and that's what you're talking about, right? An easy lay-in for her.
Absolutely, and you got a forward who dribbles like a guard. I mean, technically listed, I think, as a guard a lot of times is Mwenentanda, but again, just taking that attack and smoothly finding a finish there.
Mwenentanda, one of the most sought-after players in the portal. That was poked away and punched, and it ended up in the arms of Washington. Aubrey Galvin, the freshman at Deerfield, Illinois. Boy, she is so smooth.
Fantastic take. And you know what's crazy about this is usually you get guards and they get a little intimidated when they're going up against a taller player. Not any of these small guards that we've seen for Vanderbilt. Immediately just tacking in, throwing up the shot, trusting that it's going to fall.
Shields from downtown could not connect. Rebound to Washington. So Shields 0 for 2 from 3 so far. Good backdoor slip. Blakes finds Washington, and again, the size advantage too much down low. Washington, the graduate student out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. They are so happy to see her back on the floor. What a move by Shields. Finishes with the left.
And that's the lefty, right? Shields, a phenomenal freshman last year, has that quick lefty take. And I think, they're going to get the foul here on Austin Peay, just pulling on Washington down low. And I think you might... Well, I flipped the call. My bad. Yeah. They're making sure they play this one full court, see if they can't get Austin Peay to make some mistakes here.
This is where the Dores are lethal. Shields dribbling past 3 defenders. They get it across the timeline. Branton wants to go right to the cup and finishes. And I'll tell you what, that is how you break the press.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we've seen some really good takes here.
Oh, good give and go. It was Galvin to Pissot, Sasha Washington, and Mwenentanda set a double pick. Galvin slipped to the hoop.
Yeah, I'm sure Galvin's going to enjoy that all season, that she's going to have some easy lay-ins.
Shields dribbled into traffic, and it was picked off by Washington. Blakes firing it across, and then poked away by Kyra Perkins. Gives them another possession here. Blakes floats one off the window, and that's the second bucket. She averaged over 2.3 steals per game. She does everything. As Janiyah Newell wanted everything there, and Branton couldn't save it. It's an air ball.
Again, there was a couple plays we saw where some of the offensive players were able to sneak through, get those easy baskets, but they're staying in front of Blakes. It may not matter a lot of times because she has such a beautiful shot in front of this Clarksville hometown team.
Blakes up to 7. Shields lost it. Another turnover for Austin Peay.
And it looks like the officials are coming together here.
We should get an explanation, hopefully. We might have a technical foul on Anavia Shields. She might have said something to one of the officials, and Mikayla Blakes looking for 2 freebies here. Connects on the first, up to 8 points. That's something, if you're Austin Peay, you cannot have that happen if you want to beat the number 19 team in the country. And Mikayla Blakes, again, as I said, 89% from the line last year. That's 2 almost automatic points, and they get the ball.
You mentioned it earlier, Alex. They've only missed 1 shot as a team from the floor tonight.
Mwenentanda, oh, what a move. Couldn't finish with the right. Ayanna Mitchell, who just checked in, got bumped, and she'll head to the line. Back-to-back games to start the season. Had a double-double in Paris.
First one's just a little too strong. That I like that Mitchell did, Alex, is she didn't try to put that one back down and try to go back up where those shorter guards.
And speaking back to Mitchell, you lose Commodores Pierre, one of the best players in the country last year. She transfers to NC State, so maybe a little bit of added pressure on Ayanna Mitchell, but it hasn't mattered so far as that three ball is good from the corner. Clarksville crowd starting to get into it here, 21-12. Blakes, crossover move. Left it short. There is Mitchell. Got it stripped, though. Was poked away by Inez Niore, and the foul going up. It'll be 2 free throws.
Not afraid to go in and attack there. There was no stop. It was all gas going towards the hoop there.
Here, Nate Charlton Jr. does a little bit of everything. She's a Swiss Army knife for Brittany Young's bunch. I'll tell you what, so far so good for Austin Peay. I know they're down by 7. Washington trying to go to work here. Muscling her way, but she traveled before she got it. Final 60 seconds here of this first quarter. Really entertaining from these two Tennessee schools. Perkins wants it in the face of Washington, and she connects. Point blank from Perkins. 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock, and another illegal screen, this time on Ayanna Mitchell.
Mitchell just, I think it was just kind of that hit with the elbow there on Kyra Perkins.
Almost picked off there by Galvin, and not holding for the last shot, instead laying it in is Charlton.
Surprise, surprise.
When in doubt, you score any way you can there. But now that gives the Dores an extra possession here. Shot clock off. Blakes has to heave one at the horn. Couldn't get it. Thought there was a foul. So does Shea Ralph. And that is how the first quarter. What a blessing to play in front of the home crowd here in Clarksville. And I'll tell you what, so far so good for the Govs.
Yeah, and her team ended on a 10-0 run to end that first. She was the first person on the floor clapping it up.
Make it a 12-0.
Ties the game up here. We're all set at 21 here.
Both teams shot a touch over 53% in the first quarter. Galvin dials up the tray, couldn't get it to go. Chance for the Govs to take the lead here to start the second quarter in transition, and the denial by Del Rosario. The junior transfer from LSU, the tallest player on the floor at 6'6". When Ntunda couldn't finish with the left, got her own miss. Trying to reset. Aaliyah Del Rosario, when Ntunda, she can stroke it from out there, and I'll tell you what.
That time she steps out, no one can get on her, and she just knocks down a beautiful three there.
When Ntunda, who started 15 of 37 at Texas last year, as Maya Williams wants to answer, and does! I want to finish my point real quick on when Ntunda. Listen, she was an integral part, though, of Texas's Final Four run last year. Got some starts in the NCAA tournament, so she gives them much-needed experience after Commodores Pierre left. Blakes, that is too easy for her.
These are little things, the fundamentals early in the season.
Williams, show fire from anywhere, that time off this side of the backboard. Galvin pushes, Pissot, Blakes, and Blakes finishes. Mikayla Blakes up to 13 points. She has 13 of the 28. Branton, ambidextrous, throws it off the window, and Sasha Washington comes down with the board. 4 minutes into this second quarter, 14 down. What a find there by Galvin as Blakes hits the deck.
Only scored 15, and for her, that's not where she wanted to be at, right? After starting off with 27. As you see that miss there from the free throw line, very rare for Mikayla Blakes, who already had started 2 for 2 there. But again, you can see what she can do and the way that she wants to attack this ball game.
Well, in that game, reset her own freshman record when she scored 53 against Florida at the end of January. Most by anyone in the NCAA last season. Did that, both of those games, as a freshman. Niore. Oh, how about that? Little Euro step. The Govs back within 3.
And again, this has been things that worked for the Governors, right? It's a better shot selection.
3 ball from Galvin is good. The last 3 to 4 years under Brittany Young, this is what they do to everyone. They force a lot of turnovers. They're really gritty defensively. Perkins wants another, and the Blakes block, and wait a minute. Thought she got all ball. Instead, a foul was called. Wow. Again, you'd have to zoom in here.
Blakes is over here trying to talk about it, and we'll see maybe from this angle, maybe just the area not having anywhere to fall.
I think that's a great call by you there. I think they're not saying that. They're saying it was blocked potentially, but again, didn't allow the landing after the three.
Yeah, and and like I said, the way that she fell was kind of awkward because she didn't really have anywhere to go.
Perkins made the first, missed the second. 4:08 to go until the half, and it's a 4-point game. So it's just different than playing inside Memorial. Blakes, after the handoff, 3-ball, no good. Shields looking to push. Thought she had the numbers. Branton, who was trailing the play. One in Tonda. Washington, and it's stripped away. Branton's got numbers up front. Perkins gonna lay it in. It's back to a one-possession game. And this is exactly what she wants to see right now. We will talk to her, of course, at the half and get her thoughts. But she knows there's still 3 and change to go. You got to close out. Galvin for 3 is no good. Another miss. 15 on the shot clock here for Shields. She has the size advantage over Galvin, but Galvin is a scrappy defender. They're trying to exploit that if they can. Shields finishes with the left. Oh, what a move.
She didn't have a freshman season like Blake. She was talking about all those points scored, but she did have a fantastic freshman season for Austin Peay.
Washington, good slip and finish. Reed gives the Dores the lead. Going back to Shields, the sophomore out of Daytona Beach, Florida, the leading returner from last season, averaged 11 points. And you can see right here, Brittany Young telling the team, slow it down a little bit. They're okay with slowing it down these final 2 minutes until halftime. Shields drives baseline yet again, got bumped by Pissat, who can't believe it, and an obvious Shields will head to the line.
Again, when you have that length, you're able to kind of mess up a shot. If she could mess up the shot and just catches that hand instead.
The reigning ASUN 6th Woman of the Year goes 1 of 2, so it's a 1-point game. Double figures in 18 contests last year for Shields. Galvin trying to orchestrate. Does Blakes want the pick? Wants it on this side instead. Blakes trying to make a move. Going to be called on the way up. A shooting foul. Blakes will take it here. At the line is 4 of 9 from the line today. And as I said earlier, 63% in the first 2 contests. Travel going to be called.
You just can't have that situation if you're Austin Peay.
Vanderbilt shooting 54%. Austin Peay shooting 36%. Oh, what a find by Galvin. How in the world did she get that to Washington? Three ball is no good. Offensive board. Shields with the spin move. Couldn't finish the bunny. And a foul puts Washington at the line.
Again, you know, Charlton's trying to fight to try to get the rebound or to force that one out.
Well, listen, it could be if she misses both.
That's true. That's true.
Dores now 5 of 11, make it 6 of 12. She give Vanderbilt a free point, but now Austin Peay does have another chance here with 5.6 left. Shot clock off. Here is Charlton at the horn. Charlton misses left, and that is how the first half.
If you're Austin Peay, man, you got to keep that energy up. You got to play hard here for these last 2 quarters because no one thought that you had a chance to stay in this game and possibly win it. But you have done a great job of keeping yourself relevant here against a top-ranked team in the country.
And right away, 9 seconds in, Blake slipped that time, no foul called. Shields thought about picking it off, instead into the arms of Pissat. Boy, Blakes was wide open there. Pissat double clutched, and it's an easy 2 for Blakes, and count the bucket. Possession, 21 seconds into the second half.
I think what Charlton was wondering in the call was just that forearm there fall on her own. So again, what I said, back to the basics. Unfortunately, got knocked down some free throws here too.
Yeah, the Dores 6 of 13 from the free throw line. So 40-33. First offensive possession, and look. Pump fake, Passat block, and somehow, way up the window goes Inez Niore, the senior out of Orleans, France. Mwenentanda, good find to Washington.
Yeah, was able to just throw it off the top of the glass, but man, just the give between these teams.
And another foul.
Each time we've seen it, Passat has gone down, and that call has been made in favor of Vanderbilt.
That's Niore's second, team's fourth. Passat thought about it. Galvin doesn't need to think about it. She drills it from the corner. Aubrey Galvin.
50% from 3, 2 for 4, and she has 10 after that made three-pointer.
Shields working on Passat. Good defense there by Justine Passat. The floater was denied by Mwenentanda. Here comes Blakes the other way. Galvin wants another, and the foul. And Perkins knew it. Aubrey Galvin, two-time Adidas All-American in high school, Max Preps Illinois Player of the Year in 2025. Flirted with a triple-double against Furman. Same thing against Cal and Paris. 7.7 rebounds, 9 assists. Her 7 assists were the most by a freshman in a debut since Minta Spears had 7.
She's knocking down free throws like she's standing alone in the gym right now. You got to be careful over here. That's why I'm vigilant at all times here on Press Row.
Listen.
I got Casey who's working on football notes. He can't take a hit from a basketball. You can't either.
And
I got to be alert.
Shields takes the hit from beyond the arc. Good slip. Mwenentanda couldn't finish the lay-in, then Washington crashed into her. Passat wanted it, and then Washington threw it away.
Yeah, Mwenentanda had nothing but real estate in front of her to make that.
Passat daring Charlton to shoot the tray. Shields working on Galvin. Has the size advantage. Shields got to the cup and the foul. But misses the first free throw. Got the second. Blakes, a little bit too much mustard there. So Austin Peay, they lost a trio of talent. They lost Samaya Wyatt, transferred to St. John's. They lost Lanaya Foster, who transferred to Georgia Tech. Abby Cater, Nala Nelson, Jordan Bodie all transferred, as Shields was hoping for the bounce. Instead, how about the offensive board by Perkins? In the third quarter, she trusts Mikayla Blakes, her sophomore guard, to defend and play without fouling as Perkins misses the first free throw. Kyra Perkins, the cousin of Jessica Grayson, who played at Austin Peay here in Clarksville.
On some really good Austin Peay teams as well. Those years are up in the banners as teams that they've made it to championship trips.
How about Galvin? The sweet touch, and got the bounce to go.
You're more than likely going to make it if you can get it off the glass, or if you're just attacking that way. If you try to pull that back down and try to do something that's not in your bag right now, it's going to keep being misses and leading to opportunities for Austin Peay to claw back in.
Shields got the pick. Shields got the lay-in. Took on Makarov.
And again, an obvious Shields. That's one of those things. Another issue where you see her being able to attack.
Brown in transition. A big-time three that the team needed.
Yeah, and was just left all alone and decides, hey, I'm going to shoot it.
Newell with the step back, missed everything. Washington, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. This 2025-2026 campaign.
That Final Four in 1993 is the farthest that they've gone. You got to think this team with so much talent has a goal that they put up where we want to see if we can't match that.
Foul on Perkins.
The one area that looks like she's had the most struggle is here. It's going to be crucial here late. As a team, they've missed 7 free throws. She's got to make sure those are things that can be relied on by her. 6 of 9 tonight from the charity stripe.
I know it's a 13-point game. Austin Peay still in it, but it feels like they need a bucket, and Charlton misses the three. Easy rebound there for Mitchell. 55-42. Galvin with the season high 15. What a find to Mitchell. Oh, my. Dores have really picked up the pressure. Shields needs it, wants it, couldn't get it.
Good move, though, to get Shields open. They screened for her well to get her look at three.
Galvin after the pick from Washington, and Galvin is taken over here inside the vault. To make sure they don't come out of this game hungry, but she can also do that. Good find there by Shields, and the finish by Neal, but there's a reason.
And we got to give, Anavia Shields got some of those reads as well.
Perkins picks the pocket of Blakes. Perkins trying to finish. Hard foul and one.
Kyra Perkins says, I am here to play the game today. What a finish. No fear by number 2.
I mean, that's a future first-round pick that she just picked the pocket of.
Absolutely.
She'll always have that on her highlight reel. Completes the three-point play.
Post-college, if she continues to play the way she has and continue to step her game up.
This is a fun battle here. Shields now guarding Blakes. Got the switch. Double team. Somebody's open. Galvin somehow caught it at 5-5, but then threw it away. Austin Peay trying to answer the call here. Charlton, Mitchell, no foul. Now a late whistle, and Mitchell can't believe it.
She's over talking to her head coach right now, and the reason why is because that was one of the first times that we saw the young freshman make a mistake on trying to throw that one inside, and it leads to obviously the steal, the turnover for Neal.
Played 2 seasons at rival North Alabama. Gets the second to go. Lead down to 11. Charlton was a key contributor on that Lions team, and a push-off called on Galvin to try and separate.
Think push-off, and you get Charlton a little bit on the cell there as well.
Can the Govs bring it back to single digits? Shields got caught. Neal trying to muscle Mitchell, and a swat by Mitchell, saved by Shields somehow. Neore threw into traffic, picked off by Mitchell, and then once again 80-plus feet away from the other hoop.
I think she thought it was blocked out of bounds or that she was able to knock it out, but Ayanna Mitchell knocks down this first free throw. Just trying to celebrate if Austin Peay is able to knock down a basket or get a shot there.
Mitchell goes 1 of 2. Came in 50% at the free throw line. Neore, shot fake. Neore turned it over. Blakes trying to push. She's at 19. Passat, point blank, left it short. There is a half a second difference between game clock and shot clock. Charlton into traffic somehow, kept it alive and found Neore.
To hold for this last shot.
Shot clock is off. Mikayla Blakes with her 19. Gives it to Mitchell for a second. Blakes from Broadway missed it. Mitchell followed the play, and the putback is good. Oh, how about that from Ayanna Mitchell?
11,000 students here on campus. Alex, is a big deal here for Austin Peay, but 7 NCAA tournament appearances, and Kyra Perkins, who's the leading scorer, her cousin was on a couple of those teams while she was here as a Governor.
Poked away initially. 10 to shoot here for Branton. Gets the pick from Neal. Williams, dribble drive, throws it over the head of the 6'1" Neal, and that is not how.
Knowing that the shot clock was winding down quickly, and they just threw that one away. And again, it's been a rare mistake for Austin Peay. They only have 13 turnovers in this game.
See how the Dores answer with their first possession of the fourth. Mikayla Blakes almost got the shooter's roll, and how about Mitchell once again? Blakes for 3. It's good. Mikayla Blakes silences the crowd.
Yeah, Washington didn't realize how easy she had to pass to Galvin.
Nile, the swat. Sasha Washington as Shields checks back in. That is Vanderbilt's first team foul of this fourth, and it's going to be on Galvin. That's her third. Pretty much now or never here for Austin Peay. 8 to shoot. Shields got denied. Some more Mitchell magic. Blakes 3 in transition. Left it short.
Yeah, had to slow down that run-out opportunity. Austin Peay looked like they had the numbers going down, but just quick recovery.
3-ball Perkins. No good. The shots have gone cold.
And now she's teamed up, has to go up against one of the best players in the country.
Yeah, Perkins with 14, and then has to do exactly what you said, has to defend quite possibly the best player in the nation, and Mikayla Blakes, because she can do just that. Knows that Washington is there. Big-time offensive rebound. 1 to shoot. Blakes fires it up. Couldn't get it. Another offensive board by Washington.
Of how soon Washington was able to jump, and Neal just kind of swats in there. It all rests on number 35 to make every child in here excited.
Missed the first, got the second.
Casey Krieger's excited about that one. Big smiles over here from Casey.
And then a foul on Washington, who can't believe it. That's going to be a technical. I read the lips of Sasha Washington, and she said something she's not supposed to.
You got to hold yourself and compose yourself.
This is maybe a couple of freebies here for Charlton, who's their best free throw shooter. She hits both.
And you gave Coach Brittany Young a chance to go talk to the other 4 on the floor.
She allows them to be human. She allows them to be frustrated, right?
It happens.
But it is a big-time swing here.
I've said unkind things myself, Alex.
Sure, we all have. Shields, a little step back, Jay. No good. Perkins battling for the board. Somehow ended up in the arms of Shields. Finds Perkins, who finishes.
Just goes through her arms, but it does touch her last.
Brown running the point here. Blakes, 3-ball. No good. Left it short. Poked out, though, to Passat. Finds Mitchell, and Mitchell finishes. Another offensive rebound for Vanderbilt. Charlton almost stepped out of bounds. I'm not sure how she tight-roped the baseline to stay in. Now Charlton, after she was into the benches, buries the 3. Tightrope the baseline, fall down, fall into the stands, forget you're there, and then hit the 3 from the corner.
That's how Coach Young drew that one up.
Can the Govs get it to single digits? Charlton finds a teammate in Dores, and they do. The answer is yes. It's a 9-point game. Galvin doesn't want to slow it down at all right now. They want to keep pushing. Brown gets the pick from Mitchell. Good slip, and Mitchell finishes and count it.
Great take by Mitchell. I mean, you talk about, we go back to that last quarter, but look at this feed. One of the things you mentioned, Alex, early was you were watching some of these bigger players not just go attack the rim. They were still trying to do the fadeaways, the floaters, whatever it was. Mitchell attacking here, and it's paying off.
And a foul going to be called on Mitchell. She can't believe it.
You know, that moment with the official or say something uncharacteristic that could get you in trouble here.
Big miss, though, from Dores. Solid. Now 9 points.
That's on the floor currently.
By the way, too, we haven't really seen a lot of run and tunda in this second half. Passat coming off the screen, couldn't get it.
Not a bad shot selection, though. You get a big in there, has a good shot already, and gets a little bit of that fadeaway jumper, just couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, listen, Passat's, her and Blake's, their 2 best shooters. She's just 1 of 6 from the floor tonight. Austin Peay taking their time. Under 2 to play, and the bump by Galvin. For Aubrey Galvin, that's her 4th, the team's 6th, and Shields banged up.
Maybe a pomegranate? How about that, huh? That's from the bag.
Vanderbilt I believe, can elect the shooter that takes the free throws, and Janiyah Newell says thank you. That's her first point of the night and gets her second. The graduate transfer from Danville, Illinois. The game of waste some clock, and that's another foul.
At some point, so they're going to try to get her here, and Kyra Perkins obviously visibly upset.
Blake 7 of 19 tonight from the floor, now up to 24 points. Brittany Young, of course, saving her timeouts to advance the ball. Wide open in the corner. Niore instead going to take the easy two.
I think Niore was maybe hesitant there for a second.
10 on the shot clock. This is Mikayla Magic. Thought about the three. Instead finds Brown. Brown's going to dial it up. Missed everything. How about that? Blakes with the cleanup.
This has been a much improved and a much different feel Governors basketball team between two games.
Still taking a lot of time here. Inside and Neal and walked with it. Well, you got to foul if you're gonna, right? I don't think you call off the Dogs just yet. And it looks like Brittany Young calling off the Dogs. 10-point game with 30 seconds left. There is a 3-second difference between game clock and shot clock. A little bit surprised though. Especially the way Vanderbilt shot it from the free throw line, but Shea Ralph and company will take it. Gonna walk away with their third win. This will be their final offensive possession. Final shot attempt by Ayanna Mitchell, no good. Branton does not heave one at the horn, and that is how this one finishes. The number 19 team in the country survives.